Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back, my students, to the second part of lesson number 5, grammar 2, ing or infinitive. Now let's do practice number C in our books, page number 58. Study the information in the grammar books. On the right we have picture. We have a woman saying to this man, "Did you forget to take your new shoes out of the books?" And on the left we have study books. ing and infinitive with different meanings. After remember and forget, we can use either ing or the infinitive, but the meaning is different. Here, after remember, after forget, and they are opposites, we can use ing form or the infinitive form, but here we have to put into our consideration that the meaning is different. We have a difference in meaning. We use ing when we are looking back in the past at things that have already happened. Examples: I can remember learning to swim. I will never forget taking my first driving lesson. I can remember learning to swim. I will never forget taking my first driving lesson. Here we use ing when we are looking back in the past at things that have already happened. Whereas we use the infinitive when we are looking forward into the future, talking about things that usually happen or talking about points in the past when something has not happened. I will repeat it again. We use the infinitive when we are looking forward into the future, talking about things that usually happen, or talking about a point in the past when something has not happened. Please remember to phone me. You forgot to buy the magazine. Now, let's do exercise number C on workbook page number 33. Complete each sentence with the correct form of the verb in brackets. Number 1. She always remembers. Call me on my birthday. Here we have to use infinitive. She always remembers to call me on my birthday. Number 2. Do you remember go to the cinema for the first time? Do you remember going to the cinema for the first time? Number 3. I will never forget see my nephew take his first steps. I will never forget seeing my nephew taking his first steps. Number 4. I'm sorry I forgot. Tell you that the class was cancelled. I'm sorry I forgot to tell you that the class was cancelled. Number 5. Did you remember do your homework? Did you remember to do your homework? And number 6. My grandfather always forgets to switch on his mobile phone when he is out. My grandfather always forgets to switch on his mobile phone when he is out. And here are the answers, my students. Number 1, to call. Number 2, going. Number 3, seeing. Number 4, to tell. 5, to do. And 6, to switch on. To switch on. Now exercise number E on page number 58 in our course book. Study the information in the grammar books below. Then find 2 examples of sentences with try in the texts about Musa and Salsabil on page number 54. Study the information in the grammar books below. Then find 2 examples of sentences with try in the texts about Musa and Salsabil on page number 54. Let's read the study books or the grammar books. When we use try with ing and the infinitive, there is also difference in meaning. So, when we use try with ing or when we use it with infinitive, there is different meaning. We have different meaning. We use ing after try when we talk about doing something to see what the result will be. Like example here, I tried changing the battery, but it still isn't working. I tried changing the battery, but it still isn't working. But when we use the infinitive after try, we talk about making an effort to do something. Example, we tried to lift the books, but it was too heavy. We tried to do or to lift the books, but it was so heavy, so we couldn't lift it. Here, the 2 sentences related to the texts of or about Musa and Salsabil on page number 54 are, the 2 sentences are: Musa, I have tried reading other kinds of novel, lines 4 and 5. Salsabil, I try to do some reading most days, lines number 3 and 4. Now finally, let's do this exercise. I mean exercise number D on workbook page number 33. Write sentences about the topics below, then compare your answers with a partner. Number 1. Something dangerous or difficult you have tried doing. Yeah, here we can say I tried writing. I tried writing in the left hand. Number 2. Something you'd like to try doing. I'd like to try diving or driving a car in London. Number 3. Something you tried to do but failed. We can say I tried to walk on 1 foot, but I couldn't. Now by doing this exercise, I mean exercise number D, we can finish our lesson, the second part of lesson number 5. So I want to say to you, my students, study hard and hard and don't waste your time because time is so valuable. And finally, have a good time and goodbye.